In early January 2011, Governor Matt Mead assumed office. He has continued the tremendous support for the center shown by his predecessor, Governor Freudenthal. Governor Mead continues to focus on economic development and job growth for the state, including education and workforce development. At the heart of his initiatives is the growth of Wyoming's technology infrastructure. Please welcome Governor Matt Mead. Thank you so much.
It's a nice day. Thank you very much. Please have a seat. Thank you. Director, thank you for the nice introduction. Welcome, everybody. What a wonderful turnout for this special day. Director, I was pleased that you've done some research on Wyoming, and I've done a little research myself. Starting with this word petaflop. Last night we had a big group over at the governor's mansion and a number of PhDs there, and it reminded me of that movie Spies Like Us with Dan Aykroyd, and where you could feel fairly comfortable if you said doctor, you would get it right. It was doctor, doctor, and a number of smart people. And I remarked that just walking into the room that I felt that my IQ went up 2 points. And 2 points may not seem like a lot unless you think about percentage. And percentage-wise, it was a lot. So I say this with respect to the many scientists that were there. This naming thing has got to change, because petaflop is not a good name. I started with the, I looked this morning at the word PETA, P-E-T-A. And I saw that it can mean people for the ethical treatment of animals, or people eating tasty animals. So that was no help, so I kept searching. And then I found it denotes a factor of 10 to the 15th power. So I thought I must be right there. So then I looked up the word flot. And that means a box office bust. So 10 to the 15th power box office bust. It means floating point operations per second. So I put those two together. So that is my research. And today we are celebrating a computer that has that amazing computing power. And is a great celebration, not just for the state, but for the country as well, to have this facility here open and running. I want to take some time myself to thank the National Science Foundation, UCAR, NCAR, the Wyoming Business Council, Cheyenne Leads, Cheyenne Light Fuel and Power, University of Wyoming, President Buchanan, and the Wyoming Legislature. And we see here, the mayor is here, Congressman Lummis, thank you very much for being here, a number of distinguished guests. And I also want to take time to thank my predecessor, Governor Freudenthal. I was joking with him last night that you know, he is not a tech guy, and that turning on the computer is a success for him. I can joke with him in that way because I'm one step behind him. I still haven't figured out how to do that myself. Governor Freudenthal, thank you for your vision on this. It is, as you know, governors for a long time have talked about diversifying our economy and how do we get there. And I am very big on technology. In Wyoming, our #1 industry, as you know, is minerals, and we are very proud of that. And we're very proud that our #2 is tourism, and very proud that ag is #3. But I know that this is a step so that we can start having that conversation, and we're not just listing the top 3, but we have the opportunity to list the top 4. And I think the tech sector, because of all that Wyoming has to offer, has a great future here in our state. As I look at this project, and as I'm here today, I can't imagine all the hours and the thought process and the dedication of many of you in this room and beyond in terms of the work you did to get us here today. It's a remarkable thing and great for me because I am now governor and I get to be here for this. I am sort of like the guy who was not on the field, had nothing to do with it, but I get to raise my hands and touchdown. And so it is a wonderful thing. And I want to thank each and every one of you who helped make this day possible. Wyoming is a great fit, as I said, for technology. We have a great, abundant source of power, low-cost electricity. We have a favorable climate. We have the space, land, and we have the infrastructure. And that helps, certainly, to land this project here. But ultimately, this project is not about infrastructure. What it is these incredible people who have the opportunity to use this facility are going to have great advances in science. And we can honestly say this facility will help all of mankind. And that is a wonderful, wonderful thing. On top of that, the collateral benefit to Wyoming is this. It is such a wonderful message for us, to our young people in junior high and high school, as we talk about the opportunities in Wyoming, to point to this facility. And not that they would necessarily work here, but to say that we have that here and that we have an interest in technology in Wyoming and that we can move forward in that direction. I think that is a terrific message for our young people. And I will tell you beyond that, it's a terrific message for us who are trying to do economic development in our state. I am shameless, absolutely shameless, in giving speeches about having the best computer around right here in Wyoming. And that is such a great message as we try to work with companies like Microsoft, for example, who has just recently said they are going to build a data center here. To have this facility here shows a trend of interest of Wyoming, of where we can be in the future. I know that we don't only have the opportunity to talk about it, I firmly believe Wyoming has a great future in technology. So I'll close by saying this, to the University of Wyoming, to the great partnership that was formed with the state, with the legislature, the Science Foundation, UCAR, NCAR, you have my thanks. This is going to be a wonderful facility that will help us all. Thank you very much.